Hi and welcome to Python tutorial of Resistor Colour Code Calculator. So let me show you guys how it works. Check out the reset. No, you don't want to reset. Yes, we want to reset. Enter new value there. The first band is orange, followed by green, and let's see the multiplier. Let's say that is the multiplier is blue, and the resistor happens to be that. Then the next thing is click on total. Supposing we change that to 5, change that to 20, and if you want to change this, so the system actually automatically calculates itself. There we go, and you can reset. Right, try it out again. 2, 4, and that. Select 5, calculate. Right there you get the value for the resistor, minimum range and maximum range. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is to take you straight into Python editing environment, and we'll put one of these very advanced and interesting tutorial together. So let's do that now, guys. Hi and welcome to Python tutorial of Resistor Colour Code Calculator. So let me start by importing as follows. Right in here we're going to enter from Tkinter, import it all, and we also need to import as follows. Let's go for ttk. Right, the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to create a class. This is how you create a class here, and I'm going to call this class Resistor. Right there. Now, let's define the function. Function dot initialize this as my, that's going to be the name of my product. I'm just going to call it root for now. That's the app itself, and enter a column there. Then let's go for self dot root, and that's going to be the root itself. Then we say self dot root dot title, and that's going to be for the title. So I'm going to call that Resistor Colour Code Calculator. Close that there. And the next thing is I'm going to now define the size of this. So let me just copy and paste instead of typing. Paste that in there, and this is going to be the geometry. I'm going to make that. That's to do with the size of my own screen. So it's going to be 1350, right? And by 750. Okay. No, let me make that 650. 652 and 352. That's fine. Plus 0 plus 0. The plus 0 is to do with the start of the application when it opens. That means it will open right from here and fill up the screen. Right. The next thing I want to do is root.configure. So configure, and that's going to be for my background color. Background, and I'm going to make my background color, let me call that powdered blue. Right, I might change it, I don't know, but it's going to be powdered blue. Now the next thing is I'm going to close the application and ask, using if statement, if main, if column name. Okay, underscore, let's say underscore underscore main underscore underscore. Let's enter that, and column. If it's name, then we want it TK, and the application name, application equals resistor, and this resistor is okay in the root. So we can now say root dot main. Okay, we want it to loop. I think that is fine. I'm going to save this. Let's save it as resistor. Copy that. Pi resistor. That's what I'm going to save it as. Okay, let's come right in here and just create a folder for that. And that folder will be known as Pi resistor. There we go. Pi underscore resistor, and right in there, file name is called resistor. Save. There we go. If I run this now, it's just going to be a screen. Oh, there's something missing here. My equals is missing. Right. So let's see. There we go. That's my application. Now let's continue. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to define the frame, how I want the frame itself to look like. So to do that, right underneath here, so let me define my frame. So the frame is going to be mainframe. I'm going to call it mainframe. Okay, equals frame. Now, and this frame is inside self dot root. There. And let's pack this mainframe. Copy that, paste right underneath here. I'm not going to pack it, I'm just going to put it inside grid. Right, that's the mainframe taken care of. Okay, I think we better get this indented, else there's going to be an error. Alright, the next thing I want to create is that's going to be top. Or instead of calling it top, let me call it title. Title frame. My title frame equals frame, and this title frame is going to be inside the mainframe. Yeah, let's make it right inside the mainframe, this one. Right, that is fine. Okay, let's say BD equals, let's go for about 10. We can always change it to run, and the width equals 130, comma, let's get it padded, and the padding I'm going to make that maybe 20. I don't know how it's going to look like, but let's just define everything. We can always amend as we go along. And it's going to be rigid. You can make it flat if you want, but I'm going to just make mine rigid. There, close that. Then let's get this. That's for the title. So the title is going to be, okay, let's say dot. Since it's inside the mainframe, I want it to be inside row 0 equals 0, column equals 0 as well. Yeah, equals 0. is that. Okay, I'm going to also create a widget. This one is going to be for the title equals label, and this title will be right inside title frame, and let's say the font equals area there, and I'm going to go for about 50. Now I can always change that or reduce it or whatever. I make that bold, then close that, and the text content I want on it is going to be right here. Copy all that, so equals, paste that right there. That's the text content I want. I don't know if this padding is required, but I'm just going to say padding, make that 2. Close that for now, and I want it right in here, so let's paste that in there and enter dot. Great. Right, so let me make all of this self anyway. Dot self. Yeah, paste that again. Okay, let's run it. But before we run it, I think there's an error here. That's supposed to be column, and maybe increase this to about, leave that, let's leave it. Let's increase this padding. Now let's run it and see, then we'll take it from there. Okay, this is how it looks for now. Okay, so if I make this, let's make this about maybe 40 and run it again and see what's going to happen. Okay, that's fine. So I can even increase it a little bit more, maybe 80. Why not? It's just to create space in between. Okay, so you know how to create space now anyway. Alright, I'm just going to make it 100. So now I'm going to create another frame right underneath here, right there, and this frame is going to be, that's for title, and this is meant to be for the, just going to call it resistor frame. Yeah, resistor frame right there. And inside the resistor frame, that's where I will have all my, this is going to be on row number 1, row 1. Okay, and right there, that's where I'll start creating my buttons. Let's say the very first button is according to the color code for the resistor system. That's going to be black, so I'm going to say black color. Okay, let's spell it properly with a British speller. That's good. Alright, so the very first button, I'm going to call it black color button. Okay, so this very button is going to be right inside resistor frame. This one, paste it there. And I might as well just say self dot that comma. Now, what is going to be the size of my color button? I can make up some size for it, so for now let's just say the width equals maybe about 13. We can always change that, right? And the font on it, let me copy font somewhere here, paste it there. And what else? Reduce this to about, let's go for 14 for now. Okay. And what else do we need for now? Comma text on it. The text on it is going to be black. Oh yeah, that reminds me. If the text is black, font color, we have to make that white. And the background color, because it's of this button, has to be BG equals black. Right there. Now copy this and run this button up, and if it works as we want, we can always, so let's say it's going to be in 00. Copy all of that, paste it there, and change this to 0. So let's run it and see how it's going to look like. Let me move these up so that you guys can see the end of the program for now. So run it and let's see. There we go. That's our very first button there. Okay, in total I'm going to need 13 into 4 places, multiply that, do the math. Okay, that should give us about 52. Right, now copy the next one. The next one is going to be what color? I think it's brown. I need to check my, well, I have to check my, yeah, it's brown. So brown color, change this to brown. There, brown color. Right, that's the brown color. The brown color will be directly underneath this one, so that's 1. Right, let's run it. There we go, but the color is not changed, so let's change the color right here. This is brown, and white or black, we can leave that as black. Run there. Okay, that is fine. Now one other thing is, let me, instead of arranging it vertical, let me arrange it horizontal. Okay, because horizontally is all black, so copy this. So that's going to be the first one. Paste, paste, paste. So just a breaking line there. That's for the first lot. But let's change the name. Get this back. That is fine. So color is black. This is the first one. This is going to be on column 1, column 2, column 3. Right, now what else do we need? I need to give it a name. This is black color 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, black color band 1, band 2, band 3. Okay, yeah, it can be that. Black color band 1, band 1. So change the name. I'm changing the name because I don't want to get confused. Band 1, and this is band 2. Band 2, I think we now need some space. The name seems to be too long. I'll just call it BK color band 1. Okay, I'm changing the names now. So take note, guys, so that you can see that's why the names are being changed. Okay, because I am designing. Okay, BKC uppercase C, BKC band 1. That is much better. BKC band 2. Right. BKC. Okay, I'll just speed that up and get back to you. Right guys, this is how it looks now. The names, I've just changed the names so that you guys can see everything there. Now we need to now change the content. The first one is right, so the content on it is, the text on it is black. The next one, the text on it is going to be 0 and followed by 1, and the last one here is supposed to be tolerant. There will be nothing there. There's no text content on it at all. Delete that. And that reminds me, we also need title on this. Right, there should be title. Okay, but let's run this first, then I'll create a title. Yeah, you see that, but there's no title up there, which is very bad. So let's come in here, create a title. I'm going to copy this. Let's copy the title, which means we will have to change, if the title in this case happens to be this. Copy that, we need 4 of those title, paste. So the first title, and the width is going to be 13 as well, so we can always take care of that. Get rid of this. The first title here, I'm going to call that, shall we call it band 1 first band, and make this 13. If this is 0, then this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now the second one here. Oh no, this is wrong. This is 1. They are all 1, 1, 1, and 1. 1 and 1 here. Now this one, I need to copy it. I need 4 of those for now. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move this here so that you guys can see it. So this one is band 1. This is going to be band 2, second band, and this one is going to be multiplier. And this will be tolerance. Wait a minute, instead of saying band, let's say, okay, band 1, band 2. Okay, that's fine, leave it like that. Now this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, and 3, just like we have in here. So let's run it and see how that will look like. So this will be my title for those ones. Okay, it's what we need to change the, yeah, we actually need to change that. It's meant to be inside resistor frame. 1, change that. So the second one, the third one, and finally the fourth one. So let me run it and see. I'm actually designing as I go along. Look at that. So that's good. That's not bad. Okay, this is wrong. That should be black. Let's go back and come back in here. Where is the black one? Okay, it's all correct, but because I haven't changed this row, that's row 2. So that's fine. I'm going to copy all of these now, paste it to right underneath here, and this is brown. So brown color, so BRC, yeah, BRC. So I'm going to use that brown color, yeah, BRC 1 and so on. So let's change the name and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I've decided just to leave the name of this as brown, so that's going to be brown 1, brown 2 and so on. So I'm going to speed that up. Okay, this is the name of this one now. It's called brown 1. So the next button is called brown 2 and so on. So it's going to be on row 2. Row 2. And the color is all brown. So I'm going to copy that, paste that in there. Brown. Yeah. So if this is just brown, this can just be black as well. Just change the name to black. Sorry about this, I'm just going to change it. I just want consistency. So that's black 1, black 2. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is how this one is now. It's all black and this one is brown. So that is much better. So that is fine. Okay, for the brown, the first thing inside here is brown. The text is brown, and the next one, the text on the next one is 1, and the next one is 10. Why the text content here? There's no text content. So let's run it and you see how it looks like. There we go. You see it brown? Now, for those of you who understand the resistor color code, so that's the pattern. So the next color is red. So that's going to be easy because we now have consistency in everything. So come down here, paste this here. There we go. And there. So this is self.red. Red. Okay, so all of this will be red. There. So I'm just gonna speed that up. The names are all red here, so the row is going to be 3. Row number 3. Okay, and the text here will be red. Then the text on the next one is 2, while the text here is 10. Now the last one, there's nothing there. That's the tolerance. So if I run it now, this is how it's going to look like. The red has now changed. I haven't changed the color. Let's go back in there and change the color. Where is color? Font color is red, not brown. There we go. Come back here. Run it. There we go. Oh, just one I changed. Let's change the rest as well. This is red. 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 Okay, now run it. There. Okay, let's do one more, then I'll speed it up. Copy all of this and paste it right down here. There. And this color is going to be, this is going to be orange. So I'm going to change that to orange. And copy. Let's copy that across. Orange, orange, and orange. Right. And that is fine. And for orange, we have orange right there as well. In this uppercase. Then this will be 3, and this will be 1000. Why here there's nothing as well. And change the name here to orange. Orange. Once this is done, then I will have to speed it up. I believe you guys get the whole idea of how to create your buttons now. There. And the row is row number 4. Change that to 4. Okay, let's save and run. Let's see, that's our orange. There's an error there somewhere. Let's see. Orange one. Where is orange one? Who is orange one? That's a mistake there. Somewhere. Orange one. Okay, one is missing here. There we go. There. So now that you guys get the whole idea, I'm going to speed it up and get back to you guys shortly. Okay guys, I finish up with the settings of all the buttons, so have a good look at it. Then we'll run it and you guys see what I'm talking about. So those are the lines of code. They are all similar lines of codes, and those buttons will be triggered so that we can use it for the calculation. In total we have 13 in total, right? So that is it. So let's run it now. Yeah, there we go guys, you see that? So what I'm gonna do now is we need to move this one, because we also need to add another column here, another frame here actually. So for now, with that, I'm going to call it the end of the very first part of this tutorial. See you guys shortly.